Okay, this video is going to be over percent composition, which is a little bit different from percent yield. Percent yield is dealing with how much of the products you produce. Percent composition is usually when we're looking at the amounts of the elements in a compound. So 2 examples here. We're going to start with carbon dioxide. And so I did some prep work in front of you. Went to the periodic table. Carbon is 12.01 for its AMU. Oxygen, I have 2 of those. Its AMU is 16.00. I add that up together and I get 44.01. So when I'm doing my percent of carbon, I have 1 carbon involved, and so I'm going to do 12.01 divided by your total. This is really parts over whole, or y'all would have learned it as, part over whole times 100. And when you do that, you're going to get carbon equals 27.29%. And then we'll repeat it also with the oxygen so you can see that. So for the oxygen in this one, I have 16 times 2 is 32. Over the 44.01 times 100. And we get, as we do that, 72.71%. And that makes sense, because if I take this number and add it to this number, I should get 100. So our second example was going to be C6H12O6. 6 times 12.01, I'm going to produce 72.06. 12 times 0.0 times 1.01 gives me 12.12. I like to do my work a little bit ahead of the game, so I just put my numbers in. 16 times 6 gives me 96. And again, we're going to do part over whole, so I'll start with your carbon here. And we take the 72.06, divide by 180.18 times 100, because I am doing percent, and my number is 39.99%, and that's carbon. I'll repeat it with the hydrogen, 12.12 over your 180.18, which is the sum of everything put together, times by 100, and I get 67 30%. And then the last one is oxygen, so that's 96 over 180 times 100, and that equals 53.28% for the oxygen. And that is percent composition. So you're simply doing what you would do in math, part over whole times 100.